Alright everybody, Martin here back with the round 2 of the Legacy Daily event, playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Find the list underneath the video. So yeah, for round 2, turns out I get paired up against Dredge. I win the die roll. I don't know what I'm playing against, obviously, at the time. And I think, like, Dredge is, it's one of those, yeah, it's another combo deck. It's kind of, you don't really interact. You don't really get to get that much mileage out of your discard spells. If you're up against Manaless Dredge, you can sort of time walk them. This was regular Dredge, and I think it's like one of those. It's pretty close to 50-50. I think there is a bias among some Storm players to make them think that Storm is like a favorite. I don't think it is. It's not like we're an underdog either, but it's just you can win or you can lose. It's not. It's just, I don't think there's too much in it. So yeah, this is it's not a great hand, but it's fine. I mean, ideally you'd have like a cantrip or a ritual instead of one of the like one of the lands or the petal. And yeah, let's see. Guess we just passed the turn. My opponent is on a City of Brass, so that, and LED, so we kind of know what we're up against now. Yep, careful study. And my opponent gets a bit unlucky in this game. He isn't able to bin a dredger. Gets to bin a bridge from below, but this is a pretty big whiff on his part. He'd really like a dredger. So we basically get a free turn. Let's see what we do. Yeah, that's not good. Just another land. So I don't really feel like, and this might just be my lack of experience playing against Dredge, I don't think there's really any reason for me to therapy him. Like, I think in retrospect, Breakthrough is a card that is useless in the yard, and it might have been prudent of me to therapy naming that, but then I'm kind of giving him an edge as to what I'm playing, making his first Cabal Therapy better. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he has to draw a card, and he has a careful study. Okay, so he gets another try at it, and he found his dredger. I think he even found two. Yeah, alright, so now he's set. If he had a Faithless Looting, he could crack the LED and flash it back, but he doesn't, so get another turn. I could be cracking fetches here to thin, but yeah. That was really nice. Brainstorm. Okay, put back the Past in Flames. Probably put back the Therapy. Yeah. And here I'm getting a little bit over anxious to just win because I'm really close, right? I'm like, if the Brainstorm shows me another ritual, basically, I'm golden. But I get kind of punished because I get this pondersome Brainstorm. And the thing is, I really want to get going now because chances are he's going to dredge into Therapy. And I think maybe I just got a bit over anxious because I mean Therapy isn't even that devastating, right? I can play out my LED and Petal, and because the Past in Flames is in hand, I get sort of some resilience towards a discard. But instead I get sort of I jump the gun, and now I'm basically like I can either just stop here or I could ponder and then hope to get a Dark Ritual and third card deep or shuffle. Instead, what I end up doing is I make a pretty big punt and I start to go off, kind of basically getting it wrong. I don't know if my brain tried to shortcut and think that the Grim Tutor was an Infernal Tutor, but I end up being like some mana short and having to stop. Oh wait, I couldn't get thresholds, so basically I'm never going to be able to tutor for anything with more than 3 mana floating from the LED. And I could go for Past in Flames, but then I won't, like, I could tutor for an LED, and then, but it doesn't get me anywhere. I won't have, I'll only have 1 mana left after flashbacking Past in Flames. I don't have a Dark Ritual. So I've realized my error here. And I just decide to tutor for another ritual and then hope I don't get killed on next turn. Excuse me. And I'm pretty resilient towards him therapying me, because like if he takes my ritual, then basically all I need is to hit a land or a ritual or an LED or a petal on my top deck, or brainstorm into a ritual or an LED. If he takes my brainstorm, then I'm just fine. I just win, I think. And yeah, so alright, so my opponent dredges and he hits a therapy and a looting, so he just gets to go nuts now with his LED. Dredger's in the yard. Let's see, dredges. He breaks through. Wow, okay. Neato. He hits another therapy and a dread return. And he has a bridge from below in the yard. And he hits an Archamoeba as well. And he goes to the loot. He's just going a whole 9 yards. He gets another bridge. Doesn't get another. Wait, how many therapies did he hit? 1, 2. Is that it? 3. Ugh. Okay, so he basically gets to strip my hand. That's still fine though. If I hit a land, things can kill me. I'm not sure. Okay, so therapies, and we just have to hope he whiffs on the first, so he only gets to take 2 cards. And he does. He chooses Infernal Tutor. Neat. Goes for the second one. Name's Past in Flames. Alright, I think that's a pretty big mistake as well. I don't know why you would do that. The Past in Flames needs to go into the yard anyway. Wait, let's see if I don't draw another one. So he takes Brainstorm with the last one. So he leaves me with the Ritual. Let's say I don't draw anything useful. I get to Ritual, turn my 3 mana into 6, get 9 from the LED, 4 floating after Past in Flames. 2 Ritual. No, he should definitely not have taken Past in Flames. Okay, so I guess we win. And I even draw land. Okay. Yeah, we draw Past in Flames, or we flashback Past in Flames. We don't even need to crack the LED. We can crack it now. Just start going nuts with Brainstorms. Showboat a bit, I guess. Build up some more storm. Because, you know, and win. Alright. Back for game 2. We got there in game 1 in spite of making a pretty big mistake. Sideboarding, I always like to bring in a Chain of Vapor against Dredge. In my experience, maybe mostly against manaless Dredge, they sometimes bring in weird stuff like Lane of Sanctity. But it doesn't hurt to bring it in. I also want Ad Nauseam, just to be faster, have more business. Take out a Tendrils, take out Empty. I think you could argue keeping in Empty, but yeah. I don't like going off halfway against a combo opponent. Although I think, like I said, you could argue to keep in Empty, get some guys on the ground, take out some bridge from below triggers, stuff like that. Let's see. Okay, so on the draw, I get this hand, and I actually end up mulliganing this hand, and now that I'm rewatching it, I don't really understand why. Like, I guess I'm worried about Ponder not finding me stuff, and then I'm dead, but I think I definitely wanted to keep this. Note to self, cut down on the beers while playing daily events, I guess. Yep, I'll get this hand. So basically like a way worse version of the first hand, and decide to keep it. Good times. Let's shut this down. Alright, so my opponent loots and hits a dredger. No LED though. Okay. I'm actually, now that I'm rewatching it, kind of on tilt as to why I mulliganed that first hand away. Yeah. I guess I just ponder. Crack a fetch. The life loss is likely not to matter, and I want to get closer to threshold. Ugh. I really need Brainstorm. Yeah, I don't want any of this, so I shuffle and get a nice Past in Flames anyways. That's not good. So it actually ends up not mattering because my opponent just gets his God Dredge on. Another careful study. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Yeah, loot. Now we're basically dead. He's hit one, he has 3 bridge from belows. He has a therapy. And he has the Dread Return, and he has the Iona. So he has Iona in play in this turn. We did bring in the Chain of Vapor, but that's now looking like a pretty desperate 1-outer. So, what does he name? He names Brainstorm. Here comes Iona. And now I'm on a 1-outer. And my 51 cards. Guess I can cantrip for her if I ever see any cantrips. Guess I probe for life. I don't think it's going to matter much at this point. It might be an extra cantrip I can play this turn. Yeah, whatever. I wish I had played out the land first. I don't know why I did that. I'm basically dead. Keep going, because who knows? I might just... Oh no, wait. Because I didn't play the fetch land, I played out an island. Yeah. I should be conceding this game. I feel like I played pretty horribly here. I'm not sure it would have mattered that much with the way his hand came together, but that my first hand was like way better. Alright, so back for game 3. Yes, I'd like to be on the play. So this hand, I mean, I'm not even really sure. It's definitely not very good. The Duresses could actually be kind of good, but I think I end up shipping it. And I get this. This is one that could really just leave me dead in my tracks. I might not ever draw anything other than mana. But I don't think it's worth it going down to 1. I mean, I have quite a few live draws. Play out a Tarn and pass. Now, unfortunately for me, let's see here. My opponent has quite an explosive hand. That's pretty much what they want, right? Looting with an LED into flashbacking and looting. He gets a Dredger and a Therapy, but he doesn't flash it back. So I have not played Dredge, so I don't know. That seems wrong to me. However, it won't really matter because I just draw another lane or another mana source. What we feared. Play this out so it doesn't get therapied away. Little do I know at this point that I won't really get another turn. Well, I mean I will, but in effect. So he dredges, hits a bridge, and an Archamoeba. So that's nice. And he can he has a dredger still there. So I learned now that the reason he didn't crack the LED, I guess, is because he wanted to break through. He makes it X1. Which makes me like paranoid that he might have like, I don't know, Mindbreak Trap or something. He has a card he wants to keep. Whatever. It doesn't really matter now because he just gets to go nuts with his deck. Dark Blast. Weird. So he hits another bridge. And he has the looting. Now he's another looting. Oh, there she is. Miss America. Yeah, this is bad. This is so bad. You can flashback therapy for tokens, and he gets to dredge another 2 times with a looting. I'm screwed. He found a dread return as well. That's it. Iona is coming to get you. Yep. Therapy, my good sir. He's just stampeding towards Iona. I understand. So, the next turn he has what, 1, 2, 3 Icarids. Yeah, he has lethal next turn, so I'm like, I need to brainstorm into Chain of Vapor, and a tutor gets me there. Empty. Why? Oh yeah, right. I brought back empty. Having had second thoughts about cutting it for game 3. Yeah, so that's it. I die horribly. I guess this is like nemesis for me, punting so badly in game 1 and getting away with it. Yeah, swing for lethal. GG's.